I mean, ultimately, I say you go where you not where you want it, but I mean, go where you want it, not where you need it. So just go somewhere where you can develop your game, and the work you put in the gym that your coaches they trust in you being able to showcase that on the court. Don't go nowhere where you're going to sit on the bench. Don't go nowhere where um, they're not investing in your skills and investing in your game. Go somewhere where you can play. Whether if it's a smaller school, that's okay because at the end of the day, collegiate coaches they'll find you. I talked to pretty much all of my coaches here at Illinois, and they find talent. Talent is going to be found. So just go somewhere where you want it, not where you need it.
Okay, we are here with Illini guard Ayo Dosunmu. How you feeling, bro?
All good, man. Excited to be here. Excited to be on the podcast.
Yes, sir. We had to get you on. So let's start from the beginning. Who put the ball in your hands, and where did your love for the game originate?
I would say my dad put the ball in my hands at a young age. Well, stuff like Junior NBA, small fry, where I competed against, other Chicago great guards and older than me or my age. And that's really my love for the game came at when I found at a young age that I had a chance to make it far in this game. So I started, taking it much more serious, and my dedication evolved tremendously.
Definitely, for sure. I'm happy you brought up your dad. Let's talk about the family real quick. We basically grew up living fairly close to each other, so I would be at your house, y'all come over my house, things like that. And I
Yeah.
know from growing up with y'all that you're a very family-oriented person. And anybody that's ever came to one of your games or one of Kubi's games, shout out to my boy Kubi, shout out Coach Q, the whole family. They know
Yeah.
exactly who y'all biggest fans are. So how important has that been for you over the years, just having that support system?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, growing up, we always had our families there, pretty much all three of us. Um, I'm a huge family guy. My dad, he was my coach growing up, and so he always pushed me to the limit. Then, my two sisters, they want me to be great. They pushed me to the limit also. And then my older brother, Kubi. So, we just fell in love with the game at a young age, both of us. And my dad started in us, my mom started in us. So they pushed us. They motivated us. They also cheer us on. They're my number one fan. My family, they love just coming to my games. They love seeing me play, seeing me succeed, and also watching me fail so I can ultimately get better.
Right. And talk about your relationship with your dad. Y'all real close, man. So how did y'all balance the father son relationship and him being your coach as well?
Yeah, I mean, of course, growing up, we really close. I would say just how our relationship started at a very young age. Of course, growing up, it was like growing pains and like bouncing out my dad and my coach. But ultimately, that's why I can say my mom, my sisters, they came in, just keep me on the right page, just knowing that it's the best for me.
Hmm.
And then we, evolved more and more, and I knew that he wanted what's best for me. And he, at the end of the day, he just wanted me to be successful. That's when I would say we got much more close. And he loved basketball. I
Right.
love the game of basketball. So now we can just talk about it and talk about ways I can get better on and off the court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. And like just watching you over the years, like you've always, like you said, you were basically the youngest, always playing up with us. But like it
Yeah.
never showed. Like the IQ was always there, the skill set was always there. But what really impressed me even early on was like your mindset. Like you were always confident in your abilities, and part of that is the work ethic that you and Kubi have always had. Um, but I've recently been trying to just pay more attention to what separates players from the pack. And some players play just to have fun. Some play because they're good at it. But then there's that select few that play to be the best. And I think that's one thing that you have, one quality that you have, like you plan to be the best. And
Right.
we've had a lot of conversations over the years about who's the best. And I was always a LeBron guy. I
Fact.
know you love Kobe, and you had that had the whole Mamba mentality thing going on. But I wanted to know, like, what motivates you? Is it the competitiveness? Is it just wanting to be best? What motivates Ayo?
Yeah, I mean, it's the competitiveness. It's the desire I have to, be the best that I can be. The work that I put in also, I put a lot of work into the game, into my mind, body, and of course, my abilities on the court. So it's like putting that all together. I just want the outcome to be the best. And like you said, growing up watching Kobe, the Mamba mentality, the mentality he has to be the best in anything he does, to get better at anything he does. I
Mm-hmm.
try to take that at a young age. I also was blessed to play up. Playing against you guys at a young age, it forced me to grow up faster. It forced me to not be a kid really for as long as I can, because I knew that I was going against older, stronger, and talented players than me. So that all that together, put that into like one box, and it motivates me to be the best I can be and work as hard as I can every day to be the best I can be.
Definitely.
Right. And then like Bryce said, bro, it was always like Io was, when we was younger, of course we knew, you was 2 years, younger than us. But then once we got to Morgan Park, that's when it really set in. Like, dang, bro, I'm a senior, 2 more years left. I'm like, yeah, he gonna be cold, man. You know what I'm saying? So, let's transition into, high school. You went to Westinghouse for a year and then, ended up at Morgan Park. So, why did you decide to, go to Morgan Park?
Of course, Coach Nick, I felt that he did a great job of developing guards. Within if it was Billy Garrett, you, Charlie, Marcus Levette. I felt that group of guards that he had, I feel like I had a chance you know, um, to get better, to
Mm-hmm.
of course elevate my stock naturally, and within the state, and just get better, just push me to be the best I can be. I felt like it was a much better platform to showcase my skills, and we had a chance to win state championship. So all that together,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately decided for me to transfer to Morgan Park.
Even though we came up short,
Yeah,
man, but
man.
we still had a good year though, bro.
Great
Like,
year. Yeah, very good.
yeah. But what advice you have for the high school student athletes out there that's trying to make that decision to figure out what high school fits them.
I mean, ultimately, I say you go where you not where you want it, but I mean, go where you want it, not where you need it. So just go somewhere where you can develop your game, and the work you put in the gym, that your coaches, they trust in you being able to showcase that on the court. Don't go nowhere where you're going to sit on the bench. Don't go nowhere where um, they're not investing in your skills and investing in your game. Go somewhere where you can play. Whether if it's a smaller school, that's okay, because at the end of the day, collegiate coaches, they'll find you. I talked to pretty much all of my coaches here at Illinois, and they find talent. Talent is going to be found. So just go somewhere where you want it, not where you need it.
Got you. And that kind of carries over into my next question. You were recruited by some big schools coming out of high school. Why Illinois? And then, like I said, you might have answered part of this, but do you have any advice for student athletes that are going through the recruitment process right now?
Illinois, I would say I chose Illinois because it was the best. I mean, I had a lot of schools recruiting me, I would say. I cut my list to four. It was USC, Wake Forest, Kansas, and Illinois. And like I said, some of those schools, they showed interest in me, but I felt like Illinois was a place where I was wanted and needed, where I could come in and play my game while also developing my game. Nothing was handed to me. I had to work for everything, all my success, but I knew that my work was going to be there. So um, it was the best place. And, leaving my legacy here, 20, 30 years down, people be able to say my name as one of the cornerstones to help turn the program around, and winning for my home state, playing for my home state. That was always a dream come true. And people going through the recruiting process, I would say the same thing. It really doesn't matter about the big name schools. It's just about going somewhere where you can play and you can develop,
Yep.
where you can get better at, where you can win, and where you can, put the work in and it can show. Because like I said, there's so many great basketball players. Us being from Chicago, we know so many great basketball players that just don't have the opportunity to
Exactly.
go through a big name school, or whether it's grades or just not having the right guidance. But we know they have the talent. So, the talent is always there. It's just about going somewhere where you can play and you can, be successful at right away.
Exactly.
Great
Exactly.
point.
You're about a year now. You're about a year away from finally becoming a pro. When did that set in for you that could, be a reality for you?
Definitely this summer. This summer definitely hit me like where I'm like, dang, like I could be getting paid on the 15th. It really hit me. Um, but COVID-19, God had other plans, of course. But this summer, really, where I knew like, okay, I know I can play at the next level. I know I can be successful at the next level.
That's interesting. I would have thought that you kind of realized that early on. I mean, I always thought going back to when
Oh
you were
yeah,
growing up.
oh yeah. I mean, of course, I always had the dream like I want to be a pro. If you want to go further back, of course, like you said, when he was younger. But like this summer, I would say that's where it got close. I'm like, I'm right here to become
Right.
I feel that. I feel that. So, jet life, man. So, people that have been following you for a while, they've definitely heard you, say jet life, seen your IG handle. They've, seen you throw it up throughout the game, pregame, things like that. But for those that don't know, what is jet life?
Jet life is a remembrance of, our beloved friend Darius Brown. He was gunned down, shot when he was 13 in Chicago. So I just try to say jet life because before he died, that's what he always did. You see him in videos and pictures. He always go like this, jets. So it was just a remembrance that I try to do to remember him. I remember the legacy that he left at a young age. Just remembering how cool he was, how motivated he was. It really wasn't a lot of people that didn't like him. He was a people's person. So I just try to pass on pass on his legacy so people can remember him. So that's just my what I'm trying to do. That's my point, to just give back to him and for his name and for his mom, his parents, just live that on for life. Jet life, so that can go on forever.
Definitely, I love that, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, rest in peace to Darius again, man. That was tough for us when we were younger. Just that whole experience, man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But so you obviously decided, to go back to school for another year. And your high school teammate Adam Miller will be joining you as well. You two have already had, a lot of success at the high school level. So what can Illini fans, expect from you two?
I mean, if we're gonna expect, excuse me, we're gonna expect, just people who want to win and go out there and compete. This year we're gonna start off like maybe top 5 in the country, so it's a different bozo on our back. We have right away, national games, and people want to beat us. We're the hunted team now. We went from hunting to being a hunted, so we're gonna just expect players who want to go out there and win, who want to compete, who want to go out there and be the best we can be each and every day, each and every game.
Sure, definitely. And that taking that, having that transition going from hunting to being a hunted. I read recently that Coach Underwood has challenged you to become the primary leader of the team this upcoming season. And you've already been a starting guard, so you've already been preparing for that role. And it's still pretty young, pretty early on. You guys are probably just doing workouts right now. But how has that process been so far? Sort of taking that role full time.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because we have freshman guards, Andre Cabello, Adam Miller, and we have Coleman Hawkins. We have a lot of young guys on our team. So really, it's my job to just show an example. Just show them being on time, not coming 5 minutes before workouts, getting in 20, 30 minutes before. In the drills, going as hard as I can, game speed, just going as hard, talking on defense, sprinting, running hard, just trying to show an example. With not just my words, but with my actions, so then they can see it. Of course, me being a leader, they're going to look at me to lead. So that's something I have to do. Just be more vocal in practice and just overall just showing them how it's done, wearing masks, just in a weight room, going as hard as I can. So now they see it takes to be the best and to win at a high level.
100%.
The little things, man, always matter.
Always matter.
Yeah. So, what have you been doing during the pandemic? On and off the court, and then what parts of your game, are you working on, to head into this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on my body, of course. I gained about 15 pounds last year. Went from 185 to 200. My body just eating a lot of food, working out daily. I've been blessed to have a gym during the pandemic, and during the pandemic, I've really been working on my isolate situation from threes, get all the repetitions up from threes, making that much more accurate. Of course, my verticals, trying to
I see the bounce.
Yeah, I seen
I seen the bounce.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the rim much more easy with my size, and overall, I was working on my game, just trying to become a better player.
Yeah. And you know, before we leave, you know, is there a mantra or a quote, you know, that you live by?
I would say proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Uh,
I live by that because you know, at the next level, at the highest level, you know, whether it's collegiate, high school, or NBA, if you have proper preparation, you want to prevent poor performance. If you study before a test and you take the test, you go get an A. If you
Yep.
put the work in before a workout, the week before a game, you put the shots up, game speed, lift weights, game speed, take care of work in the classroom. When you play that game on Saturday night on ESPN, it's going to be much more easy. You're going to be much more confident shooting that jump shot or shooting that floater.
yep.
That's what I live by. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That's real. That's real. And that also plays into, you know, confidence. If you putting those reps in, you're gonna be more confident.
Be more confident when you shoot that jump shot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Confidence, everything in life.
Seriously.
Well, thanks, bro, for joining us, man. You know, we appreciate
Always.
you coming on the show, man. And
Always.
you know, tell the fam we said hi and everything too.
All right.
For sure. Definitely, man. Good luck this year. Hopefully y'all have a season. You had a great season last year, showed up on some of the biggest stages. I already know the next step gonna be even greater.
Yep.
Let me know whenever y'all want me to come back.
Got you.
Anytime.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.